Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. The Senate Committee on Constitutional Amendments has resumed its hearing on changing the 1987 Charter. We have Man Los Baños reporting to us live from Pasig City for an update. Hi, Man, what did the discussion center on?
Yes, Sean, Committee Chairman Senator Robin Padilla expressed dismay after some government officials of the Executive Department skipped today's hearing. Padilla read some parts of the letter sent to him by several agencies. It stated that they will only be sending written comments after they study the matter. Padilla said sensitive topics like the Constitution should merit the interest of all stakeholders. He also noted that the lack of coordination between the executive and legislative branches would not have happened had the country adopted a parliamentary system. In the hearing, National Security Council Secretary Clarita Carlos noted that a parliamentary form of government will allow further scrutiny across all members and their accomplishments and plans for the representative areas. Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel agreed to this, saying a parliamentary government will reflect the needs of the people. Carlos also noted that term limits will not be an issue because while members can serve while they are alive, it will be based on whether their constituents are satisfied with their performance. The Secretary believes this will also eliminate political dynasties. Meanwhile, Sean, the National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA sees no problem with amending the 60-40 economic provisions in the Constitution, but they leave it to the Congress to decide on the matter. Sean, for UP School of Economics, Professor Emeritus Solita Monsod, she said that amending the specific provision is not necessary in attracting foreign direct investments. Sean?
Right, thank you so much for that update. Man Los Baños of News 5 reporting to us live from Pasig City. Thank you, Man. And moving on to the weather, we have Typhoon Henry weakening further while slowly moving northwest over the Philippine Sea. Henry was last spotted by Pagasa, some 365 kilometers east-northeast of Itbayat, Batanes, with wind speeds of up to 205 kph. It will be bringing moderate to heavy rains over Batanes, the Ilocos region, and Cagayan. Henry is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow evening. But for now, signal number 2 is up over Batanes, which could experience strong winds. The Babuyan Islands and the northeastern portion of mainland Cagayan are both under signal number 1. One person from the Ifugao was also reported dead after heavy rains triggered landslides in the Cordilleras. In other news, the Education Department has revised its guidelines on the suspension of classes during disasters. Faith Del Mundo with the details.
The Education Department has released updated guidelines on the suspension of classes during natural calamities. Under DepEd Order Number 37, classes in all levels and work in public schools are automatically suspended in areas placed under a signal warning by Pag-asa. Previously, only kindergarten classes are suspended under signal number 1. The new rules also state that schools located in areas under a flood warning should suspend their classes. If the area is not placed under a wind or flood warning but experiencing inclement weather, local chief executives may decide on the suspension. During earthquakes, classes in all levels in areas that log intensity 5 or higher are automatically suspended. Parents are divided on the matter.
Mas safety ng mga anak namin yun eh. At saka katulad ko, nagtatrabaho po ako. Madalas yung mga bata lang na nasa bahay or hinahatid lang ng mga tiyahin. Pagka ganyan po kasing heavy rain na, mas safe talaga na nasa bahay sila. Automatic cancel yung klase. Panwari po katulad po last Tuesday po na nag-announce sila, yung mga anak ko po nasa school na. Kailangan ulit namin bumalik na parent para sunduin ulit yung mga bata.
Hindi rin kasi kabawasan din sa matutunan ng mga estudyante. I-estimate na rin siguro ng mga magulang kung talagang malakas na mahirap na pumasok, kung malakas na yung ulan, siguro sila na mag-decide.
Meanwhile, the DepEd said private schools and community learning centers, as well as universities or colleges, have the option not to abide by the rules. The Coordinating Council of Private Educational Associations of the Philippines, for its parts, raised concern on information dissemination.
sa isang banda, okay din yun para hindi na naghihintayan. No? I think kailangan pa rin ng counterpart na na yung pag-disseminate ng cancellation from the schools, respective schools. The accountability and responsibilities given or shared from the DepEd to the parents, from the local executive.
Despite that, the group is optimistic that the new guidelines would work effectively.
Shared objective naman and goal is really to protect and maintain the safety of all students and even the school personnel in times of calamities and typhoons and natural disasters. Nakasalalay pa rin sa atin yun. It's not really in the guidelines but how we will respond to it. So, but I think it's worth trying. Let's see kung dito sa bagong idea natin and hope this will work.
For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Some drivers tested positive for drugs in the random tests conducted by law enforcement agencies over at the PITX or Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange. Here's the report.
Jeepney, bus, and UV Express drivers were subjected to drug tests at the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PITX. This is part of Oplan Harabas, a joint activity by the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, the Philippine National Police, the Land Transportation Office, and the LTFRB to ensure that drivers are not under the influence of narcotics and liquor before their trips. Despite the inconvenience, Drivers welcome the initiative.
Okay lang po para malaman kung sino yung gumagamit.
Pabor kami sa random drug test kasi nasa serbisyo publiko tayo eh. Importante talaga yan kasi pasahero dala natin eh. Kailangan ano tayo eh, normal tayo.
Passengers also see no problem with the random tests.
Kailangan ho talaga nilang magpa-drug test para maiwasan yung mga sakuna. Kasi marami yung mga driver ang nakalusot pa rin na nagmamaneho, na-aksidente tuloy sila.
Pangalan niyo na lang, sir.
Authorities said these random drug tests will not be limited to PITX. As of this morning, 4 drivers have tested positive in the tests. They will face criminal charges and their licenses confiscated.
Kailangan tikitan ito ng ating o kumpiskahin ng ating mga LTO personnel base na rin po sa Drunk and Drug Driving Act. We will endorse them to the nearest local government unit na nangangasiwa pwedeng mangasiwa sa kanilang rehabilitasyon or reformation program.
For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, We Are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Taguig City Prosecutor's Office has filed a case against TV host and actor Vong Navarro for the alleged rape of model Denise Cornejo. Prosecutors say Navarro did the act through force, threat, and intimidation while purposely intoxicating Cornejo back in 2014. The MMDA says they are ready to refund the fines imposed under the no-contact apprehension policy should the Supreme Court order it. And Twitter is set to roll out an edit feature for its paid subscribers in the coming weeks. The social media company says tweets may be edited within 30 minutes after posting and will have a timestamp for edit history. For more updates, visit News 5. The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.